friends, Julianne here of Julianne Annette Art. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. If you are new, I hope you consider subscribing and sticking around because we'd love to have you. Today I'm going to begin sharing my coloring book collection, and we're starting with Mythographics. We're just doing small sections at a time because apparently I decided to do flip throughs with it. So we're going to start with the Mythographic collection, and then we'll see where part 2 takes us. But for today's video, part 1 is my Mythographics. So I will start sharing that with you now. Okay, so we're going to start with Paradise by Fabiana Attanasio. I have sorted all the books into what I think is publication order, just because I think that's fun. But if it's not, that's not really a big deal. But you know, don't hold me to it being publication order. I don't know if I'm gonna color the title pages or not. I haven't decided. But when I put them in my notebook where I track the colored pages, I did actually count the title page as a colorable page. But I'm undecided if I want to. So I'm pretty sure Paradise is Fabiana Attanasio's first book with Mythographic. Definitely one of her first, but I think it might be her first one with Mythographic. And so it has really bad hidden images that are, you know, just ridiculous and out of place and kind of hard to cover in a lot of places. But her artwork is just so gorgeous that it's worth dealing with, but I definitely have to be in the mood for it. I know there are a couple pages that I have pre-whited out the stuff, but I'm not sure if it's in this one or in Frozen Fantasies. But I think, yeah, you have to be in the mood to be prepared to deal with the hidden objects. Like this one. I think I saw somebody do it where they just blacked out all these little palm fronds and made them like the black silhouettes and just colored in the fish in the pond. And I think that was a really cool idea. Really like this one too. It reminds me of like a place in the Seychelles or something. I love this one with the dream catcher. Maybe not with the start sign there, but yeah, it's really, really too bad that she went so out there with all the hidden objects. So this one is my whip in here, and I used white gel pen for covering the objects, and like it does an okay job. Here you can't really see it. I feel like it's there are better ways than the white gel pen. I'm going to work on it. I had erased, I think I've told you guys in my whips video, but I had erased these like 3 times because they were just really dark and they didn't have any kind of depth. And then I finally got them to where I'm happy with them. I feel like they could use being burnished a little bit more, but yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm happy with the texture of them and the colors. I just have to come back to it and fill in the background in the mountain. I don't have any other completed pages in this one, or any completed pages. I don't have any other whips. I do have a rule that I have given myself where I will not start a second whip in a book unless well, no, I will not start a second whip. I will finish a page and then start another whip. Because I don't want to just have multiple whips going on in books. Because for me, I am less likely to want to come back to it if I have left it, if I just have all these partly started pages. So I know that for my interest level, I have to just kind of commit to coloring it. Like the straightener and the Lego block, and the guitar. I do think some of these are going to be harder than others to cover. Like this one doesn't seem so, oh, this one I did pre-white. That's why it doesn't seem so bad. I've pre-whited out the objects and filled the lines back in. Like I had to redraw his little bee legs there in a couple places. You can see here what I mean by it was a little bit wonky. My hand's not quite so steady for drawing straight lines, but I don't care. I think by the time it's colored, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. I think this one's really cute. It reminds me of the song Big Rock Candy Mountain. I don't know who sings it. My partner likes to listen to it. I love this page. I'm not crazy about buildings so much. I find them a little bit less interesting, especially, like, I don't know. I like things that look hand-drawn, and these straight ruler lines just don't have the hand-drawn look to me. So, I mean, I understand you can't just go drawing a building with all wonky lines, but I think that's still why they don't appeal to me as much. I like this one a lot, though, with the ship. And it's not that I don't, it's not that I won't color buildings. I love this one, too, with her... What are those Japanese shoes called? I don't remember. But yeah, I like it with the Asian dragon and the bamboo. This would be hard to do her little bits, but I've decided I'm going to do my coloring book collection in smaller increments, fidget spinner, because apparently I'm chatty, and I thought I would just do smaller sections so that or smaller groupings so that it keeps the videos a little bit more watchable length. So next one is Odyssey by Joseph Kattenbang. And this one, I really, really like this one. It seems much more detailed than some of his other ones, but I love that it is based on a lot of mythology and stuff, like the Three Fates. This one I really, really like. I think this one might be like Gaia or something. It's so beautiful. And his hidden objects just really aren't, they're not so offensive. They kind of go with it. I did find, like, this book is so detailed that I kind of had to stand back a little bit to see the images sometimes. You can't really see it so much close up. I love this one. I think it's gorgeous. This one is a completely untouched book for me. I don't have any whips. I think it was a fairly new acquisition from Book Outlet for me. this one's really cool, kind of steampunk. So yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get to it, but I think it's probably gonna be one of the, not the last one I touch, but because it's so detailed, I'm not exactly rushing to touch it. I think this one's really cool though too. Turtle in Space always makes me think of Discworld. I love the Discworld series, by the way. Has anybody read Discworld? Tell me in the comments if you've read any of the Discworld and what you think of it. I have been listening to them on audiobook, and I think they're absolutely delightful. I have gotten to, I think, book 7 or something. I'm listening in chronological order, naturally. And so I think I have Pyramids next that I want to listen to, I think. But I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, I really, I like the humor style in it. I like the Phoenix. Like, I find for some of these with Joseph Kattenbang, you can't even see the hidden image. The hidden objects, I mean. And the Medusa one here is beautiful too. I love this one too. I think that one's Poseidon. Also this one. I think this one is so cool. There's so much detail to this one. It would definitely be time consuming, but I think this would be so fun. This one's kind of like Little Red Riding Hood as a warrior. This one's cool too. You can see why they went with a Mythogoria series, because there's definitely some dark aspects to some of these ones. And so, like, you can see why they'd want to explore their dark sides with the Mythogoria. Yeah, I really, really love this book. I think it's, I love mythology. I love all that kind of stuff. Why do I have I have tags on some of the pages here. Tags because I had done the Space Timber space pages. I really like this one too. This is really cool. So if anybody is watching and is interested in doing any kind of buddy colors in any of these, let me know. I mean, I'm pretty filled up at the moment. So next I have Frozen Fantasies by Fabiana Attanasio. This one I actually do have a completed page in. I don't care for images like this so much. I find it's like, I don't know. They're not my favorite. I don't know. I was gonna say, did she get slightly better with the hidden objects, but I think they're just as bad. So this is my completed page. This was my very first page I did in a coloring book, and I really like it. I think I did pretty good. I'm happy. I erase a lot. I had done the flowers and then I decided they were too dark, and so I erased it, and then I put in the kind of creamy color to give it a little bit of yellow on the highlights, and I really liked that. The crystals I'm happy with. I had used my Arctics pencils, and I think that's it. It was just all my Arctics, and then white Posca for outlining all of the snowflakes and the crystals and stuff. My hand was definitely not steady for outlining the crystals. I could use some improvement there. I think I added in a few more little black vines with just like a micron pen to help cover up some of the hidden objects, because they definitely look patchier. So yeah, I tried to cover them up, put a little star over that one. So yeah, that was my very first page colored in a actual coloring book. Before that, I had only colored on PDFs. I think like there's some really stunning images in this one. I love this one. Unfortunately, there are a lot of buildings like this, which aren't as much my favorite, but still. Also, lots of heavy black lines. I don't think she has as heavy black lines in her later books either. This looks like the same little crystal cave where the girl was in my page. Really like this one too. One thing that I did notice about Fabiana Attanasio. Okay, so this one I have also whited out the images. So like this I can feel is smooth. This one is actually quite bumpy. So I think it's when it's bumpy that the pencil starts to remove it a little bit. But with Fabiana Attanasio, her images, like I don't know, where's an example, but like the flower will be the same flower it's drawn, and it's just like added with the Procreate type program. And I'm not saying it as a criticism, and I don't know that, you know, other artists like Joseph Kattenbang don't do that, but I do find it very obvious with hers. Like very obvious that it's just the same, like that one with the lady, the queen bee, and the bees and the honeycombs. That is very obvious that they're just all the same bee all over, and it's only like flipped. Yeah, that's my only, like I said, it's not so much a criticism, but it does make it less interesting for me to color when it's all the same thing that has clearly been copied and pasted. This one's gorgeous. You know, like here you can see these are the same flower. It's just been rotated a little bit. So the gap here is at the top, the gap here is at the bottom. This one is the same flower. So she'll just have like 3 different flowers and then angle it different ways. So this one and this one and this one are all the same. I'm sure there's many coloring book artists who do that, particularly the ones that use Procreate, or similar. Really love this one too. The ones who use Procreate or similar type apps, I don't know. I am not good with those kind of apps at all. Like, I don't know how to use them. I'm not going to pretend I know how to use them. So, next we have Mythographic Wild Winter, Joseph Kattenbang. I see I'm taking up a lot of time, so I'm going to try to move a little bit faster because you don't need flip throughs of everything. Oh, but this is so gorgeous. This is another untouched book for me. I got it in the same order when I got Joseph Kattenbang's Odyssey. I absolutely love this book. I love his work. I do like his style more than Fabiana Athanasios. Like, this is, every page is stunning, you know? I love her. I definitely like the ones with people in them more. Mind you, this one's adorable too. This is really sweet as well. I haven't figured out yet how to color these kind of light sources, but I would like to tackle one soon. I think with fall and winter coming up, I will definitely start to tackle them. That one's really pretty as well. This one's quite gorgeous. Flying kites and like the jellyfish are kites. I love this one too. Yeah, his style is just so gorgeous. I don't have the Wild Summer yet, but I definitely want that. One of the many, this is really cool. The penguins are in the popsicle. The Wild Summer is definitely one of the many on my list of books I would like to own. This is gorgeous. Tigers are one of my favorite animals. I used to really love tigers. Like, I used to be obsessed with them and collect everything tiger when I was younger. This is really pretty too. I love this one with the Northern Lights, and yeah, I really love this one. And the Christmassy, that's really cute. He does such a good job of animals too. He's he definitely has a good understanding of the physiology of drawing animals. Another snow globe one, that's adorable. Quite a few like Christmas ornament type ones. I know this one's a bit more like air plants, but it could definitely pass as a Christmassy. This is stunning. So I definitely want to get to this book. Certainly this winter I will color in this. Maybe in November, because September's filled up with space, and October I want to do all the spooky-ish type things, and so yeah, maybe in November I'll color one of these. Okay. Yeah, see, I didn't even notice any hidden objects in that book. That just shows you how good he is at doing the hidden objects. Next is Voyage, Joseph Kattenbang. This one I actually bought in Texas and brought it home with me. Is this one also untouched? Yeah. There's so many ones in this one that I would like to color. When I was in Texas, they had this one and Odyssey in a lot of the stores. And I was definitely like on the fence of if I wanted to get this one or Odyssey, but I chose this. It's just so stunning. I love this one too. And of course this one has a lot of the people, which I really enjoy. And they're so beautiful. Love this one with the little girl camping, fishing in a puddle. This one kind of reminds me of the Never-Ending Story. The what's his name? I know the boy is Atreyu, but I don't remember the name of the lion dragon, dog dragon. This one's cool too. Reminds me of Labyrinth. I also don't own Labyrinth. I like the paddle wheeler here. That's cool. I do love this space image. I'll keep a tab on that one because I might decide I want to color that one for Space Timber. I like this one too. That's really cool. And I love this one. Oh, this would be a good one to try to do in October, actually. The pumpkins. And I love this one too. Is this spaghetti? Or it is noodles, right? Because that's chopsticks. Interesting. I love this one too. And this one. I really like this one too. He reminds me of like the, you know, the hobos and tramps who used to steal rides on train cars. That's what he reminds me of. This one's beautiful too. And I do like that one. And I love that one. Okay, and then next we have Magical Earth by Joseph Kattenbang. And this one I do have a completed page in. Oh look, it's starting to come apart already. So I really, really like the images in this one too. I love this with the Northern Lights. Anything with the Northern Lights, I'm an absolute sucker for. And I love this one. And I love this one. I like that they're watching shooting stars. If they're watching shooting stars, that one would classify for a for the space one as well. I don't know if I tagged that. And beautiful images. I think this one I got from Book Outlet, which is why some of them have, you can see the black mark on the bottom here. Can you see that? Because they put a little black like Sharpie on the bottom of the books. Not all of them, but some of them get them. I really like this one too. I love the portal. You might be able to hear my dogs growling in the background. One dog is growling, trying to get the other one to play with her. Love this image. Really like this one too. I think this would be fun to color, to play with the pixels. I think that'd be fun. So this is the one that I did. I did it as a buddy color with Jess, aka the Coloring Bumblebee. I don't love it. I mean, I like the pots. My shading on the pots is fine. My alcohol marker basing definitely is streaky. I find it really hard to do a big area with them. But the background is so patchy. I had originally gone over it with like a light yellow colored pencil, and then it just didn't look complete. So then I went over it in blue, and in blue alcohol marker, and it definitely made it look bigger. But then now the yellow kind of shows through, and my alcohol markers were running out, and so it's kind of extra patchy. I don't know, maybe I could try erasing, I don't know if erasing the yellow. No, erasing the yellow will only make it more white underneath. So I guess it's just showing through where the alcohol marker was patchy. I think I'd have to erase the yellow and then go over it again with alcohol marker, which I don't know if I can be bothered to do that. So that's my only completed page in there. I love this one. And there's definitely more, like, I love this one too. Obviously there's more that I want to color. I want to color everything. But I'm thinking I would like to try to touch other books before coming back to this one. This is gorgeous. And I like the sloth too. And I really like that one. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, is that I'd like to try to touch more of them first before coming back to ones that already have a completed page. But I'm not exactly gonna stick hard and fast to that rule either. This is gorgeous. I really do love that. And this one. Yeah, I really like that. Aside from not having multiple whips going in a book at a time, I don't really want to give myself like a lot of arbitrary rules of I can't color in this until I've colored more in the other mythographics and stuff like that, because I feel like the more arbitrary rules you give yourself, the less pleasure you get out of it. So next we have Mythographic Cosmic Spirit by Fabiana Attanasio. I really like this. This is also untouched for me. I had a brief stint with the idea of starting this as a project book and working my way through the major arcana cards, but it's got smudges here. Will that erase? No, that's just like a misprinting with the inks is smeared there. Anyway, I realized I have enough project books as it is, and these are really detailed. I think, you know, a page in, I do love the imagery in here. I think it's gorgeous. I love anything with like the tarot tarot cards, tarot themed. I really like this. Reminds me of Ram Dass, and I think it's really cool, and I can't wait to color this page. But oh, I didn't even notice this has actual planets in the background. I know I did say this would be good for Space Timber, but this page especially. And this one too. And this one too. What was I saying? Oh, I was going to do it as a project book where I went through all the major arcana cards, but I decided that it's just too detailed to put the pressure of getting a page done in here every month. And I feel like if I committed to doing the major arcana in here like every month, then the chances of me doing other mythographic books is just even more slim. And so I decided this one's got space in there too. So I totally missed all those doing my flip through of all the space books, but that's okay. You guys haven't watched that yet. This is going to be out before the Space Timber flip through. But I really like this one too. Yeah, I just feel like the mythographics are kind of hard enough to get to. There's definitely something wrong with my printing of this book. I feel like some of it is more black, some of it's not really black enough. Like it seems to be a bit of a printing error. Nothing that's actually an issue, but it is just a bit noticeable. Yeah, I just think the mythographics are hard enough to get to. I see so many people say that they love the mythographic art and they just don't get to it enough. So, I just didn't want to commit to only coloring one mythographic book every month, because I feel like then my other ones definitely wouldn't get any love. This one's really pretty too. I do still want to do a tarot project in the future, but maybe I'd like to have a couple more tarot books and then just work on the different books. A bit akin to Happy Catastrophes coloring the tarot that she has. But I do want to do a tarot book just through doing it in order as a project book. I just don't think it'll be this one. Not in the immediate future anyway. Even though it's so stunning. This one's a great Space Timber one as well. So that is Cosmic Spirit. I have 3 more mythographic books. Avary, this one also I have a completed page in. I love this one too. I love them all. Like I said, I do think Joseph Kattenbang has my heart a little bit more than Fabiano Attanasio. He has lots of these little people and they are charming, and I just really like the way that he does them. Yeah. So this is my completed page in this one. I am quite happy with how it turned out. I think it looks a little bit washed out. I don't now I have some Prismacolor, so it's going to be interesting to see. I feel like they end up looking paler after. Like, I swear this gold was a little bit more vibrant when I first did it, but I don't know. I could be wrong about that. So I'm curious to see how the Prismas do. I don't have a big pack. I just got a little 36 pack. But I will be curious to see how they perform and how I feel my pages look going back to them later, having been done with Prismas versus with, I love this one. Having been done with Prismas versus like the Arctics or the Color. There's no question that the Arctics are a better pencil than the Color. I love this one too with stained glass. These ones with a big background do kind of scare me a little bit. This one's gorgeous. This could be considered a little bit spacey too, I suppose. I love this too, Clockwork Wind-Up Bird. I'm big on steampunk kind of things, so I love anything clockwork and wind up, even though I don't love coloring them. Because coloring metals is really hard. This is gorgeous. I love, 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 love this one too. Maybe I would like to do this one in the fall. I will have to remember that. This one's really cool too. This is cute. Okay, so that is it for Avary. Next is Deep Blue by Fabiana Attanasio. We have this sticker from Mayer. I don't know. It came from Book Outlet. I love this one. I love anything with like a real Poseidon type image. I'm really looking forward to doing a Fabiano page that doesn't have any hidden objects. That'll be exciting. This is cute with the otter. I like this one a lot. I love this saloon. I really dig Old West type stuff too. Lots of variation with the line art too in this one. Like this is much thinner, this is much thicker. And a little snow globe on the hermit crab. I like this one. She's cute. It's a little bit random. This is really cute. This one's really neat. And this one too. I love this. He's so cheeky. I don't know. I don't see getting around to this one probably before next spring again, because, you know, I managed to get about like 11 pages done, 10 to 11 pages done a month, I think. So and I have a few project books. So really, if I could manage to get one mythographic page done, like from one mythographic book a month, that would be a lot. and I don't expect to do that. I think this one's really cool too. So I think in what is it, June? I think in June I did manage 2 mythographic books, except that the second page I didn't finish until like July 1st or 2nd, but it was pretty close to being 2 pages in June. I think this one's probably not my favorite book, but there's still all sorts of, oops, I just banged the camera, sorry. What was I saying? There's all sorts of stuff in there I want to color, but yeah, it's not my favorite. And then the last mythographic book that I have is Fairy Wonderland by Fabiana Attanasio. And also untouched. This one might have like the most pages that I really want to color, because it's gorgeous. This one, it might be my favorite of hers that I have, although I really like Cosmic Spirit. But there's just a lot of really pretty things in here. Is this like a little badger maybe, I think? Maybe it looks like a badger. I love this one. I'm going to put a tag back on this one. I might consider doing this for Space Timber. This is really cool too. Did I mention this book is untouched for me? This is another untouched one. I think I only have 3 completed pages and then 1 whip in the Mythographics. This one's gorgeous. And a little possum unicorn. Normal unicorn. He's really cute. This one's really pretty, floating on a leaf. I love this one with the sugar glider. And this one, Pan. I like this frog king, prince, king. I really love this one too with, he's got the paintbrush and the paints here. I love this. I love so many of these, but you really want to do them justice. I adore this one too. Oops. This is really, I don't really like, are they little mandrakes kind of? They kind of look like mandrakes. So that's that. That is the last mythographic that I have. I don't have any hiding around anywhere else. So that is my mythographic collection. Oh, I'm gonna grab them back over here. I'm so sorry about that noise. That probably sounded very loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 mythographics I have. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any interest in doing any buddy colors in the future in any of these books, let me know, because I need help getting to them. So I think it was Wild Winter had the one that I wanted to do, but maybe Voyage had the one that I thought about doing for Space Timber. There was that one that I thought about doing for Space Timber, but I thought I kept another one. I don't know. Anyway, that's beside the point. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you're not already, please consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day and be kind to yourselves. Bye-bye.